What's up, guys? How we doing today? I hope you guys are doing fan-fucking-tastically well. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing not a straight-up 100 PED hunt, but we're going to be killing about 50 Kerberos down here at Bores. We got this nice little daily mission. And just as an aside, right? If you're on Calypso, you should be doing your daily missions, even if you're only doing the daily mission 1, right? Like, if you're a free-to-play player or whatever, and you're doing sweating and fruit walking and all that sort of stuff, do a daily mission each day. Do the first daily mission each day, and then just save up your stuff and get some daily, daily mission vendor weapons, you know? Instead of buying the weapons, use the daily tokens. As just sort of like a little tip from me to you. Anyway, we're going to be hopefully finding something good. If we can get a global in these 50, that'll be nice. We're going to try to avoid the youngs. I think we're going to try to go for, providers and up. That's the hope anyway. We either will or we will not. We either will or we will not. But hopefully we, by doing that, we come out with at least something decent. I mean, that's what I want. I mean, we could go matures and youngs, because, you know, it will get the actual hunt, like the daily hunt, done quicker. Oh, and we'll also go for olds. Olds are also ones that I'm going to go with, because they have a higher health. You know, you have to use a little bit more, and thus they, you know, if they have a higher percentage loot drop them, they'll drop something decent. Plus, you know, I've globaled off these guys before, and they tend to give me like Mind Force chips and stuff. Now, where was that provider? There it is. And yeah, hopefully we get something decent. If we global, that'll be really sick. That'll be really good, actually, if we can global. If we can global, that'll be fucking dope. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's gonna be good stuff. Globaling is definitely one of those things to make me just a little bit happy each time it happens. Even if you don't make profit, I find like... Alright, now, correct me if I'm wrong, right? But I think there's two kinds of players in Entropia universe, right? You have the players that hunt for markup. You know, you have the players that hunt for just markup, and you have the players that hunt for the global, right? The players that hunt for the markup... Obviously, everyone wants a global, right? But players that hunt for the markup, they're very strategic. Very strategic. However, the... And you know, the ones that want the globals are also very strategic, but they're strategic in a different way, right? So, if you can... So, certain mobs, right? Certain mobs require a certain PED threshold before it actually globals, right? So... I think with Punies, 5 PED loot is a global, I believe. Which does happen, by the way, it does very much happen. The percentage on that, though, is massive, right? The percentage on that is massive. Like, if you spend generally around 6 PEC getting, killing a mob, if you were to global, that would be the equivalent of... someone spending like 6 PED and then getting 600 PED on a kill. You know, it's or you know, getting 500 PED on a kill. It's quite good. It's a big thing. But like, if you're after just globals, you're gonna use a weapon that's not necessarily very eco, but it spends a lot of PED per PED or PEC per shot. That's why people, when they're like, the reason why the grindhouses get sold so much is because they're like a prime weapon if you're hunting for that global, right? You're not gonna get anything real good markup wise, I don't think, but it's just for the globals, for the swirlies, right? But someone who's hunting for markup, they're going to use the right efficiency, like, as high of an efficiency weapon as they possibly can, right? As fucking high as they possibly can. So they get the optimized loot, not just shrapnel. They'll get the optimized loot. And sure, if they get a global bonus, and people want the globals, but those that are hunting specifically for markup, they will be very specific in what they hunt. Like, I know a lot of people that hunt low-level mobs for markup. They'll hunt something like the Exarosaurs because they drop, I think, tier 1 components, which sell for about 115%. They drop, obviously, the Blazar fragments, which, you know, is just fucking immense. You know, it's like 100... I think it's the markup on that is something like 100,000%. I think. Oop, that's a young. Don't necessarily want a young, but fine. Fine. I'll take the young. We got a guardian there and a provider here. Cool. But you know, they'll be hunting. They'll be very specific in what they hunt, and even, you know, the higher level mobs, they'll be like, okay, this one drops this. Like, I was hunting some Mathoids, and they drop tier 4 components, which is like 800%, which is really good. They don't drop all the time, but they drop enough. They drop enough to warrant hunting them. But one of the things that I've found is that there's two players. You got the players that will hunt for the global, and you have the ones that will hunt for the markup, and they both have a No, oh, god damn it. I tried to move away before it actually shot it, but no. No. It shot it. What a bastard. What a bastard. How dare you shoot something that I technically typed into the machine saying, kill this fucker right here. How dare you? How fucking dare you? But for me, I like to do both. Like, every so often I'll like just do, like, go on absurd hunts just to see if I can make something global, right? So I'll use like a high value per shot weapon, and then I'll go and hunt punies for fun. Just for fun. Keep that in mind. Just to see if I can make the punies global. And I can. Like, every so often it does. And I'm like, haha, suck it, bitch. Yeah, it's fun because you never know what's going to happen. You know, that could be the day where a puny huffs for some fucking reason. You know? It's funny as hell. Like, every so often you're going to find that one mob that you don't expect to give much of anything, and if it globals, maybe, you know, 20 PED. Like the Tripudion, like the level 5 or 6 Tripudion that I killed at, shit, where was that? I'm trying to remember. I shot that. They don't have those anymore. Eldorado. I shot it down at Eldorado, right? And it globaled like 1,100, 1,200 PED off of a little hoppy boy, right? And I was like, what the fuck? Off of a hoppy boy, of all things. And it's hilarious. It's absolutely fucking hilarious when you get a, you know, when you get something like that. It's funny as hell. And I mean, every so often I want that to happen, so I'll try to force the situation, right? So I'll try to force like a global on something small, just to laugh at the fact that we got a global on something small. I think the most interesting global that I ever got was a, I think it was like a 30-something, like this was when, like, this was years, this was like 4 years ago, so, like, bear with me, right? I might not be remembering it completely, but I randomly found a level 0 Gibnip, right? While I was walking around, and I thought, oh wow, that's a weird one. It's like level 0. Oh, I'll try hunting that one. I'll try killing that one. I'm like, oh, it's got a little bit more health than I was expecting. So I switched over to my bigger weapon at the time, which obviously was an unlimited weapon, because at that point it was loot. It wasn't loot 2.0. It was the original looting system. And I used my bigger weapon to kill it, and I got like a 35 PED global, maybe a little bit more. So it globaled, and I got, I'm trying to remember what I got. I got a piece of armor. I got some ammunition back, because this is when they were dropping ammunition. And I got a few other bits and bobs, but it globaled. And for some reason, ever since then, I've always thought, oh, maybe these guys are, like, at that time, I'm like, oh, maybe these guys are like a rare special mob that if you find them, kind of like fruit, you kill them, and then they have something cool on them, you know. It's, obviously, that's not how it fucking worked, but I was a real new player. I'm like, ooh, maybe this is one of those cool things that can happen sometimes. It wasn't. And, oh, what are other just weird things, weird cool things that I've had happen to me in-game? Oh yeah, I was wandering around and I found a stack of common dung, and it was like 1.2k common dung, and I'm like, oh, maybe someone just dropped this on the floor. It hadn't. This was like after they patched the whole, oh, you can leave stuff on the floor. So, I don't think you could do that anymore. I don't think you can do that no more. But this was after it was patched. I'm like, oh, okay. And then like a month or two later, I was doing some fruit walking between, let's see, I was going between, oh, what was it? I think it was, I was going between the oil fields, and I think it might have been here? Nuslul, I think? Yeah, I think it was here. So I was walking between the oil field and here, because I think at the time there was some, like, it was still dropping oil, or it was like just a good point for me to walk through. I can't quite remember. But anyway, I was walking through and I found a stack of, I think it was Bombardo, and it was like 900 and something. And I'm like, holy crap. 900, like a stack of 900 and something, not a stack of 900 and something PED. That would be fucking nuts. That would never happen. Never, ever, ever would it happen. But it was nearly a full thing. And I'm like a full 1k stack. I'm like, oh, okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, like, it's just random things that tend to happen in the game that you're like, oh, that's cool. Like, was it the triple? Was it the triple global that or the double global that I got in a video about a month or so ago? I got a triple? Oh, wait, no. Did I put this? I don't even know if I put that video out. I might have done. I don't actually remember if I put that video out or not. But I was on Next Island, or Ancient Greece, actually. Oh, fine, then I'll shoot the young. It was Ancient Greece, and I was fighting some Cyclopses that were around near... Oh, shit. It was near a beach. They were lower level Cyclopses and things like that. But I shot one, it globaled, then I killed another one, and then it globaled again. Then I shot another one, it didn't global, but the one straight after that globaled. So I got 3 globals in 4 kills, and that was funny. That was great. That was the best. Oh, I should probably try to get me a... what do you call it? I should probably... Here's what we're gonna do. I need to try to get me a thumbnail. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you there. Put you there. And we're gonna zoom in a little bit. And we're going to... hopefully not have anything... Ah, that'll do. And then we're just gonna go... Bada bing! Boop! Boop! Bada boop! Get a couple of pickies. And then let's try to fix up what we just did. So this was in the center. This was in the... pop this down a little bit. If I pop that down a little bit, right? If I pop it down... then it gives me a little bit more of a chance to see fruit behind me, like this, right? So you can zoom all the way out. Here's a little tip for you. You zoom out, but then you go into your camera, and you put this far vertical offset all the way down, right? So you've got more sort of viewing space to see. So if it's in the middle, like here, look at this little, there's a little black dot down here, right? Now, if we put it all the way down, there's all this extra space where you'll be able to see, like, fruit and stuff. So, I like to keep it at around... I like to keep the dot sort of in the middle of the back. Just because it will allow me just that extra viewing for when I'm hunting... not hunting, well, technically, I was going to say when I'm hunting for fruit and stuff. When I'm wandering around looking for fruit. Now, can we get anything decent? We haven't gotten any globals. But I was hunting some maps the other night, and I got one global. It was about 120 PED. So it didn't quite put me in the positive, but it was alright. With the markup of the tier 4 components, it put me into, you know, a pretty fucking happy position. But, yeah. It's just one of those things. But those maps are not bad. I'm going to be using them to skill up. Because, you know, I'm one of those people that enjoy skilling up. I enjoy the grind, you know. I really enjoy the grind. The grind is nice. Grind is very nice. This old. We got 8 left to kill. Yeah, 8 left to kill. Let's see how we're doing on. So we're about 51, or just over 51 PED down. Let's see, so 20... Well, let's go 30... Oh, so it looks like we're probably going to be about 20 PED short. Unless we get a global. If we get a global, then awesome. But if not, we'll be just down a little bit, which... You know, isn't the bestest. Oh, and that's a thought. They had Gold Rush at Arcadia. I wonder how, like, what the stuff was. Alright, so that was the Gold Rush, like, the day that of the Gold Rush was there. And yes, and today and yesterday. No, yeah, that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's all good. Got some good shit cranking. We got some good stuff going. Oh, and I think I've gained a few subs thanks to my Dead Frontier videos as well. So, if you are one of those people come for Dead Frontier and you have stumbled upon this video wondering what the hell Entropia Universe is, it's a free-to-play MMORPG with a real cash economy. Now, you know, you can either deposit money into the game and turn it into PEDs, which you use to play the game, or you can do free activities like fruit finding, or if you're on Entropia, you can just look for oil and stuff and play the game sort of vicariously through that, looking for higher markup stuff or globals and then investment and things like that. Hey, talk about fruit. Fruit! 14. 14. That's fine. But, you know, there's lots of things you can do. So if you are coming from the Dead Frontier stuff, welcome. But if you're also one of the people that are just here for the Dead Frontier stuff and this isn't your jam, I hope you enjoy the Dead Frontier stuff. And I hope everyone is enjoying the Dead Frontier stuff. Like, I'm enjoying making it. It's really fucking good. One of you guys have given me a bunch of equipment that I'm going to be testing out and using, which is greatly appreciated. I'm going to do a little bit of a chainsaw run at some point. Just a big old chainsaw grind fest. It's going to be great. And at some point we might even be able to do a outpost attack, which will be really fucking good. Outpost attacks are fun. Lots of experience points. Well, at least in Dead Frontier 1. I'm not quite sure how they run with that in Dead Frontier 2, but we'll have to check it out. You know, it does run for quite a while though. All right, so that is that is the daily done. And one advice I'll also give you when it comes to the daily missions, you know, while we're we'll just get out our Emmen. There we go. A little strider here. One advice that I will give you is if you're doing your daily missions, try to use weapons that you got with your daily tokens. Right? So if you're doing daily mission 1, you know, try to use, like, if it's a really low level mob, try to use maybe one of these lower level daily mission guns. I think this was like 20 tokens. I think this one was like 40 tokens. And I think the maximum tokens they go up to is like 80 or 100. It might even be 60. In fact, we will check that out. Once we're back, we will check that out for you guys. Because I'm also a little bit curious to see if I remember it correctly. I'm going to be recording another video today as well. I'm going to be recording 3. Or another 2. I'm going to be doing my Pfeffoid Crystal one as well. Because I have this little thing, right? I have this little idea. So with the daily missions, I have this daily hunting challenge too for Pfeffoids. And apparently this is also going to give me a female colonist military green issue jumpsuit. Fair enough. Fair enough. But I have this, and it's to kill 100, right? It's to kill 100 Pfeffoids. The Pfeffoid daily mission gives 1 token. So what I could do is I can do the daily thing a few times. I mean, I could just go and straight up and kill 100 Pfeffoids, but they don't drop. Like, their drop rate is really shit, so I'd rather not. So whenever I get the Pfeffoids, I prefer to do the Pfeffoid daily, like, crystal thing. So let's just have a quick look, see how much we got. We're obviously not adding this shit in. For, you know, obvious fucking reasons. So we got 38 plus this, so we lost 22 when it comes to the ammunition. We probably lost a little bit more when it comes to our armor. Actually, not all too much. Probably about, like, 50 PEC when it comes to the armor, because we didn't get hit all too much, which is good. So let's go and have a quick suss at how much it costs to get some of these weapons on, you know, on the daily, the daily mission token vendor. And I think you can also get, oh, I'm trying to remember. You can also get, I think, skill pills as well. I'm fairly certain you can get skill pills. We're going to have a look at all the things you can get in the daily mission thing. And also, there are also, oh man, it's lagging a little bit. Come on. Don't you do it. Oh, there we go. I was worried it was going to crash or something. Entropia Universe is a great game, but sometimes its load stuff can be a bit of a bitch. Bit of a bitch at times, but that's okay. And you know what, while we're here, let's have a quick squizzy, see what their mining one is. What's the mining one? Melchi. I mean, I could do it. Yeah, I'll keep it with me just in case. What's the daily manufacture? A pool stool. I don't think I'll be doing that one. What's this daily hunting 3? Letomi. I'm definitely not going to be doing that one. See, every so often, right? Every so often they'll give you a daily hunting mission on mission 3. But it's just to, or 2, or 1. But it's just to hunt some, like, chirpies or gibnibs, and they'll give you, like, 10 or 20 daily tokens. It's nuts. A daily token trader. Here we go. So let's have a look at the laser rifles. So the one that I was using was this one. The, you know, Callus 6. Costs 40. These top tier ones are 100. But, you know, if you're using these ones, you're going to be doing, like, the daily mission 3s. You know, you're going to be doing the daily mission 3s. You're going to be hunting big stuff, you know. So if you wanted to just do your daily hunting with your, like, for your daily hunting, like, mission, you know, that's always a possibility. And you have your various pistols and stuff. Yeah, you got your various pistols. Now, the efficiency isn't all too high. But that's where amps and things like that come in. You can throw amps on there, and they can become a little bit better. Like, if we were to look at, say, the top laser rifle, the top laser rifle, the efficiency is 64. So the efficiency is 64. You know, by the time you get to this, you know, you're either going to be, you know, being able to afford the higher level stuff, or you're just going to be using the maybe an unlimited gun that you've got, or you're going to be using these guys, you know. Now let's have a look at the BLP rifles. Let's see if they're a little bit better. 63.8. Not necessarily. They're not necessarily better. But if you're doing daily missions, might as well get some of the... you might as well get the daily mission weapons and all that sort of stuff. Or you can get the boosters. Right, so this is 100% skill gain for 1 hour. So you could get, like, for like the same price as this rifle, you can get like a 40% for 1 hour, if you wanted. If you wanted. You also have all these various coats and things like that you can get. I would love to get one of these coats. In fact, I probably will save up at some point in the future, because check this out. Run speed. There's only 2 remaining, so you really got to be on the ball. Like, you really got to be on the ball, and you got, you know, all this different stuff. This one has run speed of 20. This one needs 4,000. So if you're really dedicated at grinding out those daily tokens, you might be able to get one in, like, I don't know, a year or 2, probably 2 years, if you don't spend anything else on the daily tokens. But it could be worth it, man. It could be worth it. You never know. You never know. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. We are getting a very steady increase in subscribers. We're getting ever so closer and closer to that magic 1,000 sub mark. It's going to be great. I think once it gets to 1,000, YouTube will start to be like, oh, okay, let's promote it a little bit more. And some of the videos will be promoted a little bit more. It's all good. But yeah, if you enjoyed, like, subscribe, all that wank, and I will see you happy chappies in the next one.